I have always been known as being very positive, but that really is not true. I haven't always been extremely positive. I'd say late middle school, early high school is when the change came. Now, my parents are positive people. They're very optimistic people. They're very joyful about life people. I grew up in a home where there was a lot of joy. I grew up in a home where this was the case, but my cousin, Randy, is who changed everything for me. Now, Randy's about 8 years older than me, but what's very distinctive about Randy is Randy has a birth defect. Randy was born on his right hand with no hands and on his left hand with nothing much there either. There are some digits, but it's not enough to be considered a hand. But he's had such an enthusiastic view of life. Now, when I was 15 years old, Randy had just gotten married. Got married in late May after he graduated from college. That summer, he invited me to go stay with him in Charlottesville, Virginia for a week, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, my newly married cousin invited me to go stay for a week. Went stay for a week. We got up one morning, and we went to the pantry. We were going to have something to eat, and we were going to have cereal, and there was no cereal. Randy said, let's walk down to the neighborhood grocery store, and let's get some cereal. So we go walking down. Now, when Randy walks in public, what do you think he does with his digits? Puts them in his pocket, and that's what he did. He was walking along, putting them in his pocket. Doesn't want to show them out. We go through the grocery store. We get to the cereal aisle. He goes to the cereal he wants to see, and what do you think he does? He takes them out. He takes them out, and they're going to clamp it and put it under his elbow and keep going underneath his shoulder and keep going in. Well, he does that, and he brings it out. Well, these two ladies, these two women that were standing over here to the side, freak out when they see his digits or his arms, his no hands. So they freak out. One of them goes, Judith, I'm going to need some coffee on the other aisle. And they go around to the other aisle. Well, that just infuriated me. This is my favorite cousin, person I idolize. I wanted to hit those women. I just wanted to go punk them in the back of the head and hit them as they were walking around the corner. But what happened next was amazing. These two little kids walked up. Just little small kids, come in more than 5, 6 years old. And they start and they see him and they take a couple of trips around him. And then finally one of the kids looks up at him and goes, hey, mister, where's your hands? And Randy, who is so spontaneous, goes, oh no, like he just lost them. And he starts moving around, and these kids are moving around, and Randy puts his arms in like they fell off into cereal or something. These kids dive into the cereal, and they're pulling cereal boxes off the shelf. Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms are going everywhere. I'm out. Man, I'm off the aisle. I go down. A few minutes later, the commotion is down, and I come around, and what I see is two little kids and one big kid sitting in a pile of cereal. And he's like, guys, I did it again. These kids' eyes are like big as saucers. They're like, did what, man? Did what? He says, I went to the bathroom, and I was washing my hands, and I took them, I put them on the shelf, and I must have left them there. This one kid gets up and says, where's the bathroom, man? And goes right off. The other kid's like, how do you get these off, man? With like a screwdriver or something? This is the kind of man that has influenced me, has been a role model for me. It's someone who showed me there's so much joy to be had in life if you just prepare for it. If you just are ready for it. If you just have the right kind of attitude ready, tailor-made for the situation that you're going to encounter. And so I have grown up the late high school all the way through college and early life, and people just say, he is such a carefree, optimistic, fun-loving guy. And they say, oh, well, isn't it nice that you were born that way? And they just don't know. It was modeled after me. And trying to relate to the folks that are laughing about the shuttle story is that I took the shuttle in this time. Okay, I took the shuttle in this time, and what normally took a 30-minute trip in, this time took 1 hour and 45 minutes to get from Dallas, DFW, to the Hampton Inn. Now, I know where the Addison Airport is now. I know what the Addison apartments look like. I know where John Paul High School is. I know where north of here is. Twice in that trip, we got within what I would estimate, based on the little app that they had shown me where I was, which is not a thing to look the whole time, 5 minutes from the hotel, or very, very close, and we just kept turning and going the opposite way. But the whole time, I just kept thinking, I'm going to be teaching on attitude this week, keep running it there. And that's just who I am now. I just enjoy life, I enjoy the situations, and I really do owe everything to Randy. So thanks, guys.